Fulghor, champion of the Nightglow, is one of 8 major bosses in Nightreign. He is an ancient centaur, zealously devoted to a mysterious pantheon of radiant gods. Fulghor uses holy magic, reminiscent of Morgoth's incantations. In Elden Ring, holy magic is primarily associated with the Golden Order. The Edge of Order, one of Fulghor's quest rewards for Iron Eye, supports this connection. Additionally, the lattice pattern on his weapon resembles the back of Radagon's statues. These clues suggest a connection with Queen Marika's Golden Order, the dominant set of beliefs in the original game, symbolized by the Grace of Gold and the Erd Tree. But many other hints point in different directions. According to legend, Fulghor's gods were able to conceal themselves in the roar of thunder. This might be a reference to Placidusax, who has that exact same ability. Dragonlord Placidusax was the former Elden Lord before the age of Marika's reign, which qualifies him as a divine entity. He also happens to use golden flames, fitting the color pattern of Fulghor's encounter. Another hint is the back end of Fulghor's weapon, which looks somewhat similar to ancient dragon armaments. Additionally, Day 2 bosses for his expedition are clearly themed after dragon-related enemies. So then, perhaps Placidusax or his predecessors were Fulghor's gods. But that's not all. There are more theories to consider. During his first phase, Fulghor's left arm is missing, severed when he was betrayed by allies. In the second phase, his wound erupts into a new, misshapen limb, which might seem familiar to Dark Souls fans. With Hailstor's influence reaching into other worlds, it's not unreasonable to consider the idea of a connection with the Dark Souls universe. In his Everdark version, Fulghor gets a third phase. He is lifted in mid-air, his arm regrown as his gods presumably heal him. From that point on, his holy magic is significantly amplified. He can also use his weapon as a bow and shoot arrows of light that closely resemble Miquella's Rune. This detail is likely more than a mere coincidence. Before moving on to conclusions, one last connection is worth mentioning. In his third phase, Fulghor is able to leap in mid-air. In Elden Ring, this ability is shared with only a few specific entities. There's of course Torrent, as well as the ancestor spirits. Remains of ancestor spirits are found in the Shadow Keep, next to the ruins of Rauh, hinting at the idea that they originate from there. The ruins of Rauh is where players encounter the Crucible Knight Devonia. Devonia uses an aspect of the Crucible to transform into a leaping centaur, not unlike Fulghor. Fulghor's helmet and parts of his armor look somewhat similar to verdigris, an ancient material often believed to originate from the Rauh era. Fulghor was a centaur warrior during the ancient Crucible era, who worshipped the ancient dragons. When the Night Cataclysm was unleashed upon the world, his brethren lost faith in the dragons and betrayed him by severing his arm from behind. Forced to turn his blade against his own people, Fulghor slew them all and became a Night Lord in the process. Radagon's lattice was likely an ancient symbol of the dragons, reprised and appropriated by the Golden Order. The Edge of Order could imply that Placidusax's rule was also powered by the Greater Will and shared many of the same properties as Marika's Elden Ring. His abyssal arm could be explained by a fragment of the Dark Soul taking root within him when he became Night Lord. As for the Crescent Rune, perhaps Miquella simply drew inspiration on an ancient symbol. After all, he knows a lot about the history of the world prior to his mother's reign. If you enjoy my content, be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.